Everyone, I am Dr. Strickland and I will be your professor for the summer 2019 abnormal psychology class. I am so excited to have all of you in class. This is absolutely one of my favorite courses to teach and one of the courses I've been teaching a really long time. I thought about it this morning when I realized I had to make an introduction video. I thought back how many years, and it's actually been since 1998. I started teaching this class as an adjunct at a university, so it was a little bit upper level, and it was a requirement for students who are majoring in psychology, specializing in clinical or counseling psychology. It is a core course that they have to take for their degree. And then I started here at the college, and of course have been teaching abnormal psychology from the very beginning of my teaching career here. So again, so excited. A lot of changes have happened in mental health over the past 10 to 15 years. In 2013, our book that we use, the DSM, the Diagnostical and Statistical Manual of Mental Disorders, came out, and so there were some changes. But we're going to be going through those changes. We're going to be going through a lot of the disorders this semester. It's a little bit different this summer because we only have 13 weeks instead of 16. So I have to kind of juggle disorders around just a little bit. I want to start, of course, with the more popular disorders that we hear. I can't say popular, but it's what we hear as far as depression, bipolar disorder, anxiety disorders, PTSD. Those we'll cover like right up in the beginning. And then we'll get into some of the unique disorders that a lot of people have heard but may not be familiar with as far as diagnosing and criteria for diagnosing. So I'm so excited again to have you in class. One of the first things you need to do is download the syllabus, or at least download it to your hard drive. I have a course schedule at the end of that syllabus, so that tells you a little bit about what chapters we're going to be covering and what disorders that we're going to be covering. Also, make sure that you have the book. Now, we are in the 17th edition, but I'm okay with the 16th edition if that's what you can find. I don't have a problem with that. Just so you know, it has the DSM-5, and that's what's most important, so that will be okay. And I'm going to be doing a little bit different, I guess, teaching methods this summer that I want to practice with. And I've started these video lecture series where I'll pick certain disorders and I'll go in and do some lecture series. I think I have a few already up, so if you want to check those out. But I also want to do something, and I've talked with LTech about it, doing live Zoom lectures where you actually have me live. What I'll do once Drop an Ad closes is I'll send out a discussion question, seeing what days and times work good for you. And so what I'll do is I'll establish a meeting time for the lecture series, and I'll upload it onto Blackboard so you'll see it. And you just click on that, it takes you into the actual Zoom live session, and you can hear me talk, you can hear me ask questions about mental illness, whatever we're talking about. I can really explain bipolar really well. So that might be one that we definitely want to do a live Zoom lecture on. So I want to do things just a little different. I want to try to have more interaction with all of you guys online, instead of you just watching a video of me talking about a disorder or just answering a discussion question. I want to have that interaction with you guys. Something else you'll see in Blackboard, everything will be there in Blackboard if you hit on homepage. I do case studies, and that gives you guys an opportunity as students to practice what it would be like if you had a patient. So I have picked different case studies for each of the different disorders, and you will start answering those clinical questions. We'll go over the disorders, we'll talk about it, and then we'll do the case studies. And that's actually a little bit how it's set up when we are taking our boards for licensing. They give us these case studies. So again, I'm so excited to be a professor in this course. Been teaching abnormal psychology a long time. My other life before teaching abnormal psych, I think I've had some of you in some other classes. I recognize some names. I was a professional marine mammal trainer, so I trained dolphins, whales, sea lions for a very, very long time, and then went on to work at Miami Metro Zoo, working with large cats, primates, birds of prey, everything. Wherever they put me or wherever they needed a trainer, that's where they sent me that day. So I have a huge animal background as well, and we do use animal models to help us understand a little bit more about human behavior. So again, get the syllabus. That's what I want you to do the first week. Try to get a copy of the textbook. We have copies in the bookstore, but I know some of you have other means for assessing books. And we'll get started. What I'm also going to do, just real quick, I will make weekly announcements. Either it'll be audio, or I'll do I'll write it, or we'll do just a video with audio so you can hear it. Just letting you know where we are in the semester and what we need to do. So, okay, get the book. I'm excited, and I look forward to having you in the summer semester 2019. Bye.